Hello, my sweet friends. We are working on week 6 of our Sounds First curriculum for our first graders. One of the activities that took a slight shift is our manipulating phonemes activity. Change a sound to make a new word. The skill is to substitute the first sound in a one-syllable word. Those words have onsets with blends. So, for example, slip to flip. An important note within this lesson is that lessons in the experiencing stage scaffold towards the goal of automaticity. The familiar fist motion under the chin is used to show the position of the first sound, followed by a movement up and out to identify the second. The familiar extension of the hand away from the mouth is in a curving motion, while pronouncing the rhyme is used to show and feel its place in the word. This is very familiar to the change a sound activity in kindergarten. The difference between this and the kindergarten skill is that now the onset contains 2 sounds rather than 1. So the directions read, tell students to imagine a word coming out of their mouth. Their job will be to change one of the sounds that they hear to make a new word. So we'll say the sentence with rhythm and expression and tell the students to repeat. Say the retargeted word while making the familiar curve with your hand out and forward from your mouth. Explain that this is the word on the curve. So it's like the word is coming out of your mouth. So you're saying it on the curve. So if the word is slip, we would say slip. And you could even say slip is the word on the curve. The next directions say prompt the students to break it down. Place your fist under your chin, then pronounce the first sound while pulling down with the fist. This shows and isolates the sound of the onset. So you're gonna, it's kind of like you're snatching that sound. So and you're snatching that sound, okay? And then move your fist up to where it is under the peak of the curve and pronounce the second sound. Then move your hand forward over the curve as you say the remainder of the word, the rhyme. So you're snatching that first sound, so s, and then it's starting to go up the curve. So s, ul, ip. So you're saying that rhyme. Then we're gonna prompt the students to make a change. Say the word and pause. Place your fist back under your chin gently, shaking it while stretching or repeating, depending on the sound that we're using, the first sound. Prompt the students to change the sound. Tell the students to do it with you. Pull your fist down under your chin and make the new sound. Move the fist up on the curve. Make the second sound. Extend your arm forward in a curve while saying the rhyme. Say the new word with the students, and as an extension, you could even have the students make up a sentence with that new word. So, hey guys, so I think right now might be a good opportunity for us to talk about that hand placement and why it's important for us to use our hands and those motions during our activities. For one, it gives them something to do with their hands, to be more active with the activity, but it also helps them knowing about where that sound placement is within the word. So, for instance, in pre-K and kindergarten, we talk a lot about snatching the sound and the word on the curve. So, for instance, the word cat, if we were to snatch the beginning sound of cat, we would say k, at. If we were to snatch the ending sound of the word cat, we would say the word on the curve, cat, and we would snatch out here so that they could see that that's the ending of the word. If we were to snatch the middle sound, the medial sound, we would segment the word and say k, at. We might blend it back together, cat. So that just kind of helps you see that, you know, when you're talking about that beginning sound, we're snatching it right at our mouth because we know that that's the first thing that comes out of our mouth. If we're talking about that medial sound, it's going to be up here, kind of in the middle of the curve. And then at the end, if we're going to snatch that ending sound, it's going to be further out. So that just kind of helps you know why we use those motions that we use. I know that's not something we talked about in the first grade curriculum, knowing that, you know, we haven't used this curriculum before, so it is new and you haven't had that experience or have seen that in action. So I just wanted to touch on that. We had some conversations about that, and I think that this might be a good opportunity for us to talk about that. This activity went into a little bit more detail about that information, but I just feel like that it might be beneficial to know kind of where that background comes from, you know, and why it's important and where we start with that. So just thinking about it as a snatching the sound, that's always something that helped me think about it. And so again, here for beginning, medial, and then out here for that ending sound. So hope that helps. Let's start the new activity. All right, let's try one. So the first sentence is, be careful, try not to slip on the ice. The kids can repeat, be careful, is the word on the curve. Kids can repeat. Slip is the word on the curve. Then the teacher will say, let's break it down. S, ul, ip. The kids can repeat. S, ul, ip. And then you can say, let's make a change. Slip. We're going to change S to F. All right, do it with me. F, ul, ip. We can try it. F, ul, ip. Let's put it all together. Flip is the new word on the curve. If you want them to say that. Flip is the new word on the curve. All right, guys, so I hope it goes well. Please let me know if you have any questions. I know it is a little bit different than what we've been doing in the past with the substitution. So just, again, let me know if you need any additional scaffolding for them, things that would maybe be helpful. Again, just remembering that that first sound that's coming out of their mouth, you can snatch that so they can see that that's kind of the one that you're isolating, and then, continuing on up through the curve. So let me know if you have any questions. Again, as you're doing it, let me know. Give me some feedback on this and see how the kids are doing. If there are any additional movements or that kind of thing that might be beneficial, please let me know that, and I would love to share that with other teachers. So I hope you guys have a great week. Thank you so much. Bye.